Welcome, everyone, to the Conscious Connection Kickoff call. My name is Donna. This is
I'm
Brett,
Brett.
and we created this course. So we'll start by we'll just give you a little background about who we are and our role with Consciousness Hub, and then we'll get into what the course is about, and we'll leave lots of time at the end for questions and kind of like tech stuff. We'll run through, make sure everyone's set up who wants to be taking the course with us.
Mhm. And then we'll even go over the first day so you get a catch a vibe of what each day is like. It's very similar each day, so we'll just go over day one here at the end too. So hang around if you're super interested or curious.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like I said, my name's Donna. I've been following Tom's work for a few years now. Brett introduced me a couple, I don't know, what, 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think that it's brought a lot of things into clarity for me. I was always on like a spiritual path, but always seeking and everything kind of fell short at some point and Tom's model really just brings it all together in a really grounded way and fills in a lot of blanks, answers a lot of questions for me. So that's why I'm happy to be here volunteering for the hub. And go ahead.
Yeah, I got into Tom's work. I was having a spiritual awakening in, I guess, 2020. His work was dropped in front of me through some synchronicities, as I'm sure most people are quite aware of here. If you're here, you're kind of tapped in. Tom just doesn't show up in front of you for no reason. So we're happy to have you here. Yeah, I found Tom's work. I got really into it. He was like the first spiritual, I don't want to say guru, but leader, thought leader that I
Yeah.
started to study. So I'm very lucky I didn't have to waste my time on anything else or anyone else. Uh, Thank you, Source, the LCS. So yeah, over time, I've listened. I was on Spotify. Tom has a podcast, the My Big Toe podcast. A top listener there, like 0.01% listener. So I'd always listen to Tom all the time. I introduced Tom's work to Donna. We've ingested his books. We're on book two now because we only got through the first, but there's so much content of his to consume that we've been doing it consistently. And I once I got Donna on, she started studying herself, and she was using Circle for a different community. And we noticed that within this community on Circle, there was room for an interactive course. These courses are quite simple to set up. So I said, hey, let's do this. Donna's like, let's do this. So we decided to create a 28-day course. So this is the Conscious Connection 28-day course. And so each day, there's little videos, clips of Tom. We've tried to keep them under 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. We got a little bit of text and copy that we've collaborated with AI Guy. So that is Tom's AI that's been generated. You'll have to check that out if you haven't yet. So we made some copy with the AI Guy. And then we have an audio file called Conscious Connection that you can use to meditate. So it's a 10 or 30-minute meditation file, and it has sound technology. You can think of it like Monroe Institute sound technology to your binaural beats. And it's not whoa, whoa, whoa. It's
Yeah.
more calm. It's an
It's a
everyday
soundscape.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's thunder, there's lightning, there's birds, and there is a binaural beat in the background, but it's pretty light. This is a daily practice. We listen to it every day. I've been using the sound technology now, yeah, for 4+ years, and Donna, I got her on it too. Um,
Yeah. I'd say, sorry, are you done?
you
Or
can
for
go.
now? I'd say that we're bringing together all the things that we have been doing, like learning about Tom, meditating, journaling. We're bringing it all together in a really consistent, focused daily practice. Because we've both noticed that at times in our lives when we do commit to that regularity is when the evolution just happens so quickly and it's really great to have some record to look back on for yourself as
Mhm.
well. So the recording is a an important piece.
Yeah, so this course is a collaboration in between our startup, High Vibe, and the Consciousness Hub. So what we are working on is a meditation app. So what we've built before the app comes out is a program that we've shared with other people, and now we're introducing it to you guys in a simple, clean format on Circle. And so what we found is that using this meditation every day, a practice. every day having a practice of staying open-minded, taking in information and being skeptical and applying it, experimenting with it, and then also recording your experience. So journaling, we found that is super important.
Mhm.
Like if you go to the gym, you'll notice that if you do a lot of workouts, you'll see muscle tone, but you can't
Yeah.
really see the non-physical growth. So we have found that journaling, a simple practice of recording your own consciousness, recording your experience, as a way that over time you can actually see your spiritual consciousness muscle grow.
Mhm.
So it's a beautiful way, it's a beautiful practice of combining everything to actually see your growth. So we've made it very simple. And in this 28 days with all Tom's work, it's so fun.
And it's really what Tom speaks to because after listening to hundreds and hundreds of hours of him, um, he speaks to us not just believing or disbelieving what he says, right? He encourages everyone to develop their own toe. So maybe you don't want to come up with a theory of everything, but at least you can start to track your own experiences and then have a much deeper understanding at the experiential or the subjective level of how reality works or what consciousness is. So that's really exciting for me.
Hmm.
To to be inviting us all into that together. And the nice thing is eventually this course can be self-paced, but I really like the idea of having a cohort start and go through it all together so that we can all be kind of tapping in and sharing what we're going through. So there is there we'll share that. There's a little bit of a like group chat community feature just for those of us who are on this journey together for the next 28 days.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe we should share our screen.
sure.
Uh, share. Uh,
I'm gonna go to you have to open. Yeah.
yeah, we're going to show you the course here.
Mm.
Share. Okay. So
You want to
let's just edit this so that you can see us too. Okay, awesome. And let's do pink so that's a little fun. Okay.
I like the Northern Lights there, Rebecca.
Yeah, it's cool. How you guys doing? Are you guys having fun? Let's go. It's a beautiful Monday on planet Earth here today. Okay, so you can see now.
This is our back end though,
Okay.
so we have to show them. Just give us one
What do
second.
you want to do? You go ahead.
Okay.
You guys see the screen?
Okay, so we want to. Okay, so let's see day one.
Well, first, before we go this far into here,
Mhm.
sorry about that. We just want to show you where it is. So, and what's going on down here. So we've created this high vibe subspace. It's a group space. And so in here, this is the course, conscious connection here, the first area. The high vibe discussion, that is a filter. So on the feed, when we start sharing, you'll be able to follow along with what we're sharing. Because again, like I mentioned, we're collaborating with the Consciousness Hub. So we have our little space here. And then below that is a group chat. So as we're going through the course and as you're going through the course, we can all share our experience here in this course. I mean, sorry, in this group chat
Mhm.
of the course so that we it feels like, we're intimate, we're here together. You guys can share anything you want with us.
Yeah, if you've
Um,
got like, some insight that comes through and
questions.
something, yeah, questions, or you just want to share things that are coming through to you. Also on this note, this space, we have made sure that it is private. So no one else out there on the internet, if there's a search, none of your personal information or comments shows up. The course is public, but that's just all the content we've created. So nothing of yours is public in this chat. Okay?
Okay, now we'll check this out. Let's view the
Beautiful.
course. Okay, so yeah, let's run through this.
That's so that everyone's seen
Yeah, that's
the welcome.
the welcome.
Yep. And you changed that one.
No, it's because we've already that's day two. Sorry.
Oh, so yeah, just go back to
You've
where
already
I
been through
started.
it. Yeah.
Every
And
page
we're all
equals.
new to this
It's
too.
the learning circle.
Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing a little bit of a course setup. We can do it at the end for anyone that hangs on, but that'll come out a little later today. That'll be the technical side because we've layered on, like you'll see here, we have a little video.
So each day we'll have a little introduction into what the day's theme is before we get into Tom.
And then we'll go into this. This is, like we said, we've collaborated with AI Guide to create some content for you.
It's the same message that's in the videos that Tom shares. So you can, I mean, if you prefer reading, you can read, and if you prefer watching, you can do that, and you can do both.
Mhm.
So then we always have one or two videos from Tom, and again, like we said, they're two 2 minutes max. So that we want you to be able to feel like you can get through this every day. It doesn't take a huge chunk of time.
Mhm.
And then let's see, next is you get to complete your, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm
It's
the
our back
technical
end.
support.
But every day you get to complete your lesson, which is a nice little satisfactory
Mhm. Okay,
feeling.
so
Okay,
then
there we
you
go.
get there, and then we go to the connect and reflect. So this is the
Yeah.
real meat and potatoes of the course. Yes, you're learning Tom's work, but if you're already here, you already kind of know Tom's work, I'm sure.
Well, I think it is important to say that this course is for everyone. So if
Beginner,
you are not
intermediate.
familiar with Tom's work, great, because you're going to be learning little tidbits along the way. If you feel like you've been following Tom for years and you really know his work, great, because this is going to give you an opportunity to perhaps consume his content in a different way rather than listening. Like, I mean, I listen to hours and hours of podcasts or listening to his books, reading, consuming large amounts. You're going to be able to just take a little bit at a time. So, like one concept, and then really take time to integrate that and reflect on it.
Mhm.
So, again, it's wonderful for everyone, wherever you're at on your journey.
So you take in Tom's information, nice little bits of high quality, low entropy information. And then you're going to come over here, and this is the real daily practice,
Yeah.
connect and reflect. So we've given you information. We've given you two videos of Tom or within Tom's community. And so you're going to reflect on that theme. If it's not your experience, it's not your truth. That is a common line repeated within this community and by Tom and
Hmm.
Donna. Um, so reflect on the theme. Each day has its own little theme. Are there any aspects of this reality that you simply accept or reject, or in other words, believe or disbelieve? So that is, uh,
There are things to just kind of like get you thinking,
mhm.
like open your awareness a little bit if you are going to then go into meditation and reflection. It's just something to have on your mind that may lead you somewhere, may open up to some deeper understanding of something.
And then are there any aspects of this reality that you would like to gain deeper understanding on? So these are prompts, similar to how AI works, that you'll have in your mind before you go into the meditation practice, the connection practice. We like to call this practice using these binaural beats functional meditation, and the goal is to connect to source, connect to the LCS. So when you have these prompts within your consciousness as you go into the meditation, it helps to communicate with the LCS or communicate with source.
It's
Cyril.
your intention and it's like it's your query. So
Mhm,
just like you're typing something into Google,
mhm,
this is kind of what you're asking for expanded awareness on that day.
mhm. And so below here, there's the 10-minute audio file and the 30-minute audio file. So for us, like we've mentioned, we've been listening to this specific audio file. It's the same one every day for 4+ years, and it still works. It still does the magic you need, but 10 minutes is all you need. But 30 minutes, sometimes you want to go deeper.
Hmm.
Um,
10 minutes is great if I know I have to go to work and I'm doing this practice in the morning. I know that, it's just, I can get it in and it's going to stop at 10, so I don't have to worry about getting lost. 30 minutes I love, and sometimes I'll do more than one. So, like, whatever works for you. We've just given you a couple options.
you just did 17 minutes right before this.
Yeah, you work with what you got.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then also one point to make quickly is that if you are joining this course or you just want access to the audio files, you can let us know. But if you're joining this course, you're going to get access to a Google Drive as well. So you don't have to have the Circle app open if you want to go meditate. And within the light course introduction, you'll get instruction on how to save these files offline. So if
Yeah.
you want to go outside and meditate, one key point to make is that you do need headphones for this sound technology. When I shared it with Donna first, we
Like years ago when
years
we first
ago,
met.
she didn't know what was going on. She would just listen to it like this, and she's like, "Yeah,
I
okay,
didn't know
cool."
about binaural beats. I didn't know,
Yeah.
and he didn't tell me. He's just
No.
like, "Do you meditate?" And I was used to doing it without anything, or so yeah, it is helpful if you want the benefit of the binaural beats, you need headphones.
And any quality of headphones is okay. It can be the cheapest, it can be the
Yeah.
most expensive. All you need to do is have the different sound frequencies within your ears so that the binaural beats and train your brain waves, and then you access a beautiful theta state.
And if you want to learn more about that, that you're going to learn more about that. It's one of the days in
We
the first week of
expand
the
on this
course.
in the
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
And also just so you know, so all of these each day these prompts change and they're in line with the theme of the day. And as always, if you don't want to have that as your intent and something else is on your consciousness, then go with that, right? These are just suggestions. And I love so it's super easy because we've put these in the Circle app so you can use this whenever you like. It's all there within the course. What Brett's talking about is the files that you would be able to then have available offline. Because sometimes I love to go hiking and just be in the forest and I've got no data, no connection anywhere, but I know that I've got the files if I want them.
Hmm.
So that's just another option for you, depending on
Hmm.
what you like.
Yeah. And soon our app will be out, so then you'll know about that. Everyone in the
Yeah.
community in the hub will get access to it. And so, yeah, connect to source. We go further into the actual practice of functional meditation. Quite simple. It's a basic mindfulness technique. You have to just fall into the sound. It's not a binaural beat designed to go out of body. Again, it's a binaural beat designed for daily practice. So it's a nice source connection, daily alignment, and you go out and you intend, align, intend, record. It's a beautiful practice. So on to record. So like we were mentioning earlier, having a practice of recording your own consciousness is very important to start to notice data, to see trends, to track your growth, to be able to visualize it. Because there is difficulty if you're not keeping track
If
sometimes to
there's
really
no,
know your growth.
yeah, if there's no reference point, then
Mhm.
yeah.
So what we've done here is we've given you somewhat of a journal outline. If you join the course, you'll get more of a visual, but every day we just want to have that information for you there. If you are doing the course online in Circle, at one point you're going to want to check everything off, right? Complete it so you're on to the next day. But like we were mentioning, you may go want to listen and meditate and journal outside. So we're giving you a structure to the way you can record. So we give you time meditated. It's good to have that as a data point. Eventually, this will all be recorded within our app, so you won't have to do this yourself. But we just like this, and this is how we do it now, because yeah, we use our journal still. Um, so yeah, time meditated, emotional states before or after. Uh, what
The
sense?
old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Yeah. What sensations, thoughts, or visuals emerged during your meditation? Did any aspects resonate with your consciousness evolution? So that's like, did anything resonate with the prompts you were working with before?
Mhm.
Did any information come in through your intuitive space? Any cool downloads, any thoughts, etc.? Did you notice shifts in perception, mood, or awareness? How did these align with your intent? So maybe your daily practice is synchronistically aligning with a high entropy situation. Maybe there's a situation with someone or something at work, and it's on your emotion. It's
Mhm.
on, so like, if you go into a nice meditation, I've done this many times, you'll get clarity. And so
Mhm.
that's something to keep track of, because again, that's your subjective experience. It's hard to track that without actually tracking that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, record your experience, all forms of it. Were there any synchronicities or insights that stood out, deepening your understanding with the larger consciousness system or source? So even daily after your meditation, yes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, you've connected, you've aligned, and now during your day, you're going to go out and you're going to go intend. So
Yeah.
you're going to go intend to be loved, intend to be low entropy, intend to align with the prompts, with your personal intention. What are you trying to do? And you'll find once you start listening to this sound audio file, this conscious connection audio file, that you're going to have synchronicities. You're going to have these supernatural aligned experiences where source, the larger consciousness system, our virtual reality, is giving you awareness, is giving you information,
Mhm.
showing you that yes, you are connected. Yes, you can influence with reality. Maybe it's in the form of license plates like Donna gets.
Well, yeah, you may have you may have an intention or a query in your meditation and not necessarily like receive the answers in the meditation. You may have just beautiful, clear, whatever your experience is. And then I've had this happen many times where then later in the day, there's a situation that comes and really just then like answers the question, right? Or like an experience that I get to interact with that then brings clarity to something. So it's not just all about like ask and receive just like that. If you have your this like being level intent, then it's with you always in everything that you're doing. And so the meditation practice is really just kind of like connecting to that intention and strengthening it, like amplifying it.
And so, for example, you could be driving, you could get this beautiful clarity on a situation, and then you'll see like some Donna, it's crazy. I'll drive with her. I don't know how it happens, but you see a 111 license plate, a 333 license plate, a 777 license plate,
And
and
it's like a 5 minute drive.
that's a 5 minute drive.
Normal thing then.
So there are these clues, and it is good to record these clues because you're always receiving information. Well, as you're listening to the sound technology, you're harmonizing your brain waves, you're bringing on your intuitive mind, and that opens up access and communication with source, with the greater reality. So there are all these little hints and open lines of communication that you'll get. So yeah, again, were there any synchronicities or insights that stood out in your day? Yes, record that. Record your experience. Super important. Can't stress that enough.
Yeah, it's really about like the meditation brings us into presence, right? And so it's about being present and having this awareness as we go through our day, not just while we are headphones in meditating.
Yeah. So align, like we like connect, align, intend throughout the day, and then record. And
Hmm.
you can record right after a meditation. I like to journal. I sometimes like to write a personal intention statement before as I get into my day, and then at the end of the day, record any key things, or even, it's like, sorry, I just got to go record something.
Hmm.
And I use digital as well, so notes on your phone, etc., voice notes. Eventually, we'll have this all synced into our app, so you can just keep it simple.
Yeah.
And even it's kind of cool. We're using AI. You'll be able to take photos of your journal, so you can create a
Yeah, you can.
digital file of what you've been using analogly offline. And so let's finish up here. How does today's experience compare to previous days in terms of entry reduction and clarity? So this is a 28-day course. You're not supposed to start and be enlightened at the beginning. It's a process. This takes time. So every day could just compare. Do you feel better? Do you feel worse? What happened there?
And the 28 days too, this is a process.
Mhm.
28 days is just like,
That's the
right?
beginning.
We're on this path. We're on this journey. And all of these prompts are here for you. You don't have to fill in or answer every single one, just what applies.
Mhm.
But as long as you're making notes of the important things.
Mhm.
So anything that happens during your day that you feel stands out and is in line with your intention, any downloads you get, those kinds of things,
Mhm.
just make note of it.
Mhm.
And because sometimes it's fun, yeah, when you reflect back and then you realize, like, oh, wow, like this thing didn't seem that significant. But then a couple weeks
Months.
or months later, yeah, you go back and you see how it all ties in.
You expand, see the clarity.
Yeah.
Wow. Entropy
Yeah.
reduces, you become love. Yeah.
Just like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so just yeah, approach it with curiosity and an open mind. And yeah, every experience is valid. So you don't have to be having these crazy paranormal
Yeah.
experiences. It's not about that. It's about just paying attention to what's going on inside you, what's going on in your life, and how
Mhm.
the internal reflects in the external.
Mhm. You have your mental body, your emotional body, and your physical body. So you'll get information through all three open communication channels with source. So that could be how do you feel? That could be what are your thoughts? And that could be physically what are you witnessing through your sense data?
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty well the
Yeah.
course. There's 28 days. Each has a nice theme. It's a light start introduction to Tom and his work MBT. We provide the high vibe practice, and it's a lot of fun. We're gonna make a couple other courses, but for now, Conscious Connection, this 28-day practice. We hope you're joining us. This is gonna be a lot of fun, and we're thinking that once a week we'll host a regular hangout for anyone involved in the course that we can
Yeah, just share.
share.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we'll also do a weekly meditation. There used to be one hosted here in the
Michael used to
hub,
host. Yeah.
but yeah, we're going to start to host that too. So, um,
Just lots of connection points.
mhm,
Connection points are nice. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
So,
can move into more technical stuff.
sure.
Or let's see if there's any questions
Yeah. Do we have any
before we get
questions?
into running through technical stuff, making sure everyone's set up in the
No, I
course. And
see that.
let's see the group chats right there.
Okay, we have seven. Sorry about that. Okay, let's
Okay, let's
see.
see.
Um, okay, all the course content is locked for me, even the welcome. Okay, well, we will
Oh,
make sure that is available. Um,
okay. Yeah. Well, we've got like seven more students than when we started the call, so it's working for some, but not for all. Also, feel free if you want to raise your hand or just unmute yourself if you want to contribute, if you have a question or anything right now. We're opening the floor.
um, sorry. Okay, all course content is locked. Okay, well, I'll go take care of that
Okay.
right now. Thank you. Yes, okay, standard Apple
Yeah.
headphones. Yes, any
Yes.
Apple is amazing. Um,
Yeah, they're great.
yeah. Oh, thank you, Jens. You're
Oh,
contributing.
who sees your journal? Okay, so that's a great question, Roxy. Who sees our journal? So your journal is it's completely private. It's not on this platform at all. You can write it down in a notebook. You can have it on notes or whatever, an app on your phone. You can have whatever you do. If you do audio, like whatever you're comfortable with, whatever works for you, and whatever is easy for you to continue to access because you want to be able to reflect over time. So yeah, all of that is private. Nobody's interested in anyone's personal experience except for what they feel like they want to share. Okay? Yeah.
Hmm.
Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sovereignty of information is
It's
important.
important. We respect that. Yeah.
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 Mm.
It's it's a key piece here. Okay. Does anyone else have any other questions regarding the course or having issues getting in? If you're having issues getting in, let us know in the chat because we can, even after the call, we can connect with
Hmm.
you. Yes, sorry, I can't see her name from Alberta. You
Okay.
can go ahead. Deborah. Hello, Deborah.
Hi. I
Hi.
just wanted to thank you so much for this because it's just such a nice way to get a hold of it, because I always plan on reading and doing and taking a couple hours to watch this video and it never kind of happens. And this is just wonderful. I thank you so much.
You're
Great.
welcome.
Yeah. It's I'm glad that you're appreciating it. I can't wait to go through this journey all together the next 28 days. And yeah, it's going to be great. I'll share a little story, like a sort of like synchronicity that kind of even led us here. So I was um this was a couple of years ago, and anyway, one work kind of ended and there was kind of another offer, but then that fell through, and so I was then sort of gifted like a bunch of cleaning clients, and someone just it just kind of fell in my lap. Because I had been working with this woman, and then Brett got her on the sound tech. He was like, "Why don't you just listen to these meditations?" And she loved the binaural beats, and she was listening all the time. And then she was like building this cleaning business. So she was building something, and then her turns out just at the same time, her adult children both moved out, her lease was up, everything just kind of like she was like, for the first time ever, I'm free and I'm just gonna go. I don't know where, but I'm gonna. And so she moved up north and she then was like, here, would you like some cleaning clients? So yeah, I was happy to receive them. And so that was sort of my new gig. And I was like, yeah, this is just temporary. I'll do this for a little while. And anyway, I've since ended up building it into a business and it's great. But basically what it gave me was an opportunity to be alone listening to Tom all day, every day. So I just started cleaning people's houses, And I had headphones in and I was just like, all the whatever, Calgary talks, Boston talk, all of his talks, all of his podcasts, like everything. And I just started and I just kept re-listening and listening and listening. So I ended up kind of having the gift of having paid work that also allowed me to have this immersive experience with Tom. And so then I started, I'd get really inspired, but I'd be like, in the middle of cleaning someone's toilet and being like, like I need to make notes. How do I do this? And have like downloads coming through. And so then eventually I would just stop and just like screenshot wherever the timestamp on the video or the podcast was. And so then I end up with this huge library of all these little clips of Tom that I'm just like, yes, this is such good stuff. We got to do something with this. And so that's essentially how I built the course. I know there's a ton of volunteers who've done so much work with timestamping, and that's all wonderful. And there's beautiful search tools you can use. But I just kind of ended up doing it while I was working. And it was just things that were like hitting me and things that I needed and thought that stood out. So then I took all of those and then we built this course using some of those. And there's a lot more. So like Brett said, we can build more courses. There's so much content to work with. But for now, this is a little beginning, a little tidbit. It's a good intro and it's a good way to kick off, yeah, a
Yeah.
new community vibe.
And this is a collaboration with the community, so we will always be improving it. So if you have any input or anything you'd like to add, please do. This is a community um, shared experience.
Yeah,
So
we want it to be like an optimal experience for everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really simple. It's quick. We hope 20 minutes at minimum. You're going to spend 10 minutes probably taking in the Tom content. The Donna's making videos. I'll be in a couple of those. And then 10 minutes with the meditation, you can go longer. And then the recording experience too can fit in within that 20 minutes. So, yeah, it's a simple daily practice. It's a great way to get going, taking in a little bit of Tom, going out, applying it, unbelievable, record. You're
Mhm.
experiencing MBT, my big toe. So, yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I don't think there's really much more can I relate to that? I listen to MBT with headphones while cleaning. Yeah, you get it. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
listening to Tom. I'm happy doing whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I see an overview with Jamie too. We yeah,
Yes.
we have been in touch and Jamie's wife, Leslie, was at a lot of the meditations that
Yeah.
we would go to, and we resonated. Both Jamie and us have been using AI Guide to create our content, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And we are going to make a point of connecting with Jamie and seeing how, his work and our work can collab.
Mhm.
And then one more thing we can mention is that Donna and I will be hosting a podcast for the Consciousness Hub, just about to start that, called The Consciousness Show. So we can collab and bring in some of experience here and share it there too. So yeah, as a community, as someone enrolled here, be open, share your experience, and if you want to be involved sharing your story, we'd love that.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to run through the drive or
Uh, Well, I think this is a kickoff call. So if you're interested, please go ahead and sign up. And if you can't get in, please let us know you're having difficulty.
Mhm.
Because made the space
It,
private, but we want it to be open.
like it's for members. So,
mm,
but it should be visible in order for people to join.
yeah, you should be good. Um,
And Brett and I are also always reachable on the hub. Just send us
yeah,
the
send
message.
us a message.
Yeah.
Sorry, where's the link? Okay, we'll repost it.
Yeah, it's at the okay. Yeah, there you go.
Or
The
maybe
first
we
thing
can
right
pin
there.
it.
Yeah.
We'll just repost it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, let us know if that doesn't work, and let us know if any of the content's not showing up. We set this up last week, and this is a volunteer community.
Well, we've
So,
been working for months setting it up, but all the
so we did
just
have a
taking it.
couple technical issues within the team. So yeah, each of us have our way of contributing, and so we made it open and then we closed it, and so sometimes the content won't show up. We're not there's something.
We're all volunteers all
You
working
guys are
together.
helping us lower our
Yeah.
entropy here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We got some stuff. It looks like people are joining. 56 minutes ago was the most recent join. 30 minutes ago we got Rachel
Yeah.
here. So we should
It
be
looks like
good.
it's working, so
Yeah. Um, you know what? We might have to do another event where we can run through the a lesson together and do a meditation together. I think that would be good.
why don't we set up we'll make it an event.
Yeah.
So just keep your eyes on the event. We'll post it in our in the Conscious Connection chat and maybe
Mhm.
a week from now.
hmm But so at the end of this call, if you are attending the course and you're subscribed to the course, again, if you can't get in, let us know. We're going to share access to the Google Drive with you. But again, the audio files for the meditation are there.
Yeah,
Um,
everything's in the
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Then this is just an extra if you want to be able to have access offline without the Circle app.
Mhm.
And make sure when you're going through each day that you complete your lesson because then it will unlock the next one for the next day.
Max, I like your energy. Uh, why not? Joking. Just let you know it works. Thanks. Okay.
Thanks, Max.
Double checking us here.
That's
Our
good.
intuition's on. We know you're playing.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's all we have to share. If anyone has any questions, comments, let us know. Otherwise, we can wrap it up and
Yeah.
we'll post an event for the next week or so to just check in
Yeah.
and go
Within
through
7 days.
a day together and see where everyone's at.
Yeah. So have fun. Get in there. We're gonna make sure that the content is available. Each day is available on the next day. So you finish day one, day two
Yeah.
shows up the next day.
Yeah, it's
Um,
all like
yeah.
set to. So everyone remember this place, the Conscious Connection chat is where you can yeah, drop us a line here. This will be shared within the community, but again is private. It's not available to anyone outside of our community.
Yeah. So it's fun. That's about it. If there's any more questions or anyone wants to just talk, um, come on and join us. Yeah.
Thank you everyone. I'm really excited. So thank you everyone for joining us on this next 28 days.
hmm Yeah.
I have to say, while I was building the course, it was like I was doing like my own kind of practice every day. I was having some really, really deep meditations, and every day he would like, I wake up early and he doesn't, and he'd come down and be like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, all this, like,
hmm
so much coming through."
hmm
So it's fun when you commit to a practice like this.
hmm
It's cool.
It's really fun. Like even going back 2 years in our journals, it's like,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa. If you don't know it at the time, non-physical growth, subjective growth, your consciousness growth is it's fun to look back because you really
yeah,
can't tell within the moment. There are some things, you get some chills, you'll get your hair stand up. That's good data in the now, but over time, looking back,
yeah.
it's
To realize like how I
whoa.
handled a situation 2 years ago versus now, or just how I view the world.
hmm
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is like we're all participating in one large experiment. This is just the beginning. This is like you guys are at the earliest phase of us helping everyone get access to the beautiful knowledge and experience and practice that is what Tom is sharing.
Yeah.
So we look forward to it, and we just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for helping us develop this. Thank you for showing interest, and yeah, just thank you for being you and being here. Yeah.
Thank you for signing up to create
Mhm.
your own toe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, you get it, Rebecca. So, yeah, and hopefully at one point, as we keep growing and this becomes a positive thing and we get impact, maybe we can get Tom to come in and chat with us. Maybe we can use that through the consciousness show or something like that. We'll get him involved at one point. But yeah, for now, the Consciousness Hub, we're doing this. This is fun. Um, Yeah, again, thank you for your energy. So if there's any more questions, I don't think we need to go any further.
Yeah,
You
we'll
get
wrap
it.
it up.
And you'll see events from us soon. So yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So
Oh, Rita.
so fun to be here, and so it feels really exciting, but also very um, grounded and peaceful and relaxing. And I'm just really excited to dive into Tom's work in this way. So thank you for creating this.
Thank you for joining us.
Mhm.
Yay.
Woo!
All right. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.
Yeah, anyone
And I'll
else?
sign off.
Any other things? Jens, we'd like to thank you for all the technical support.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always there.
hmm hmm Cool.
Amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. Send in love,
Yeah.
and we'll connect soon.
Okay. Have a lovely day. Send in love.